Someone filed taxes under your name in 2019, the IRS said. I was in a coma in 2019 for the entire year. The woman on the phone kept talking, but I could not process anything after those words. I asked her to repeat herself 3 times before it finally sank in. Someone filed a tax return claiming I earned $87,000 that year. The year I spent hooked to machines while my brain struggled to keep my heart beating after the accident. I was 23 when a drunk driver ran a red light and sent me through my windshield. I woke up 14 months later with no memory of the accident and a body that had completely forgotten how to walk. My parents taught me to hold a spoon again. Physical therapy 3 times weekly for 2 years. Speech therapy because my brain forgot how words worked. And while all of that was happening, someone used my social security number to commit fraud. The IRS agent said the return was filed from an IP address in my hometown. The refund of $12,400 went into a bank account I never opened at a bank I had never even heard of. She gave me a case number and told me to file a police report immediately. That night, I called my mom to tell her what happened. She went quiet for way too long. I asked if she was still there and she said yes, but her voice sounded strange and distant. I asked if everything was okay, and she said she needed to tell me something important. My stomach dropped instantly. She said while I was in the coma, my older brother Declan had access to all my documents. He was supposed to handle my affairs while my parents focused on keeping me alive. He had my social security card and birth certificate and everything else. She suspected something was wrong for years, but did not want to believe it was true. I could not breathe. Declan visited me every single week in that hospital room. He read to me, even though doctors said I could not hear anything at all. He held my hand and cried when I finally opened my eyes. He threw me a welcome home party when I was discharged. That same brother stole my identity while I fought for my life. I confronted him the very next day, drove to his apartment and pounded on his door until he opened it looking annoyed. He looked confused at first, then his face changed completely when I mentioned the IRS call. He did not even try denying it. He said he was desperate, lost his job right before my accident, and could not find another one anywhere. He saw an opportunity and took it. Said he always planned to pay it back eventually when he could. I asked how he planned to do that while I was lying in a coma, and he shrugged. Actually shrugged like it was nothing at all. I told him I was pressing charges, and his face finally showed some real emotion. He grabbed my arm hard and begged me not to do it, said it would destroy his entire life, and that he had a young daughter now who needed her father around. I pulled away and told him he should have thought about that before stealing from his unconscious brother. The police investigation revealed more than just tax fraud. Declan opened 3 credit cards in my name and maxed them all out completely. He took out a personal loan using my information totaling $15,000. He tried accessing my savings account, but my parents had it locked down tight. Total damage exceeded $40,000. My own brother did this to me. The prosecution took 8 months. Declan pleaded guilty to avoid trial and got 2 years probation plus mandatory restitution. He has to pay back every single cent he stole from me. Our parents tried staying neutral, but eventually had to pick sides when Declan asked them to pay his lawyer fees using their retirement savings. They refused him. He has not spoken to any of us since his sentencing day in court. Sometimes I think about those hospital visits, him sitting by my bed reading novels while I lay there completely helpless. I wonder if he was planning it even then. If he looked at my unconscious body and saw dollar signs instead of his little brother who needed him. The credit damage took 3 years to fully repair. I still get anxiety when checking mail expecting bills I did not create. But I walked my sister down the aisle last month on legs that doctors once said might never work again. Declan was not invited to the wedding. Nobody even asked about him anymore. My parents finally admitted they always knew something was off with him. They said he borrowed money constantly and never paid anyone back. They said he lied about small things for no reason at all. They enabled his behavior for years because confronting the truth was too painful to bear. Now they visit me every Sunday for dinner at my place. We never mention his name out loud. The empty chair at the table says everything we cannot say ourselves.